This morning, a major shakeup in Connecticut politics. Democrats have endorsed former Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin in the race for Congress over a longtime incumbent, John Larson.
Yeah, and this is big because it's the first time in his nearly 30-year career that Congressman Larson didn't win this endorsement. Your reporter Anna Stansfield is live at Goodwin University. That's where last night's convention took place. So, Anna, what comes next?
Well, good morning. In that August primary, voters are now going to see Luke Bronin's name at the top of the ticket, which is likely a surprise for John Larson, who has never faced competition like this. Connecticut Democrats held conventions last night to endorse candidates for 5 U.S. House of Representatives seats, and it was a nail-biter at the 1st Congressional District Convention. John Larson started the night on top, but things changed as delegates began changing their votes. In the end, Bronin beat Larson by 10 votes to secure the endorsement, meaning the longtime congressman won't be on top of the ticket for the first time in nearly 3 decades.
But I want to be clear about one thing. We just saw a political earthquake.
This is democracy at work. But this is the first step. And now I think it's going to be very clear. It's Mayberry against Greenwich.
Now, Jillian Gilchrist also scored enough points to get her name on the ticket last night, meaning voters will now have 3 different candidates on the ballot come August 11th. I'm your reporter live in East Hartford, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.